Okay.
So do you remember Eugene Horsch?
Oh yeah, we did a little segment about him when the news was breaking.
Yeah, Eugene Horsch out of Philadelphia. He is back in the news.
Yeah.
There were graphic images found at his home that they believe depict the two missing women as deceased.
Oh.
So, yeah, the Philadelphia Police Inspector Ray Evers said investigators collected a massive amount of evidence during nearly 100 search warrants executed on Horsch's Chew Avenue property. In addition to the images, they found guns, gun parts, a marijuana grow lab, fake FBI badge, a Horsch's picture on it. And they even found 3 urns with remains in them, which is really creepy.
Those could be relatives.
They could be, but compared with the other evidence here, they're saying that they found approximately 600,000 images and 70,000 videos from hard drives found in the evidence. And that's where they believe, or that's where they found the images they believe are Gabriela Armorando and Maribel Freses, or Freses. I'm not sure how to pronounce her last name. But Freses was last seen in 2018, and Miranda was last seen in 2012, and their bodies have not yet been recovered.
Didn't one of them have like her parents or one of her relatives or sister or something in like speaking out in the media?
Yeah, both of them have been speaking out in the media. I'm looking now. There's a good article from Fox 29 in Philadelphia. A lot of information about it. The families have been notified of these findings, but they haven't said anything official yet.
Okay.
And then there's a video from Fox 29 that we can watch real quick. It's a attorney, former officer on forensic investigation. So let me.
Sorry.
It's okay. Let me share my screen. I can
Let's
figure out how to do this. Here we go. Oh, hold on. I did that wrong. Let me get rid of it. I didn't share the audio.
Oops.
Oops, I didn't share the audio. Okay. Oh, you see it?
Yep.
Okay.
I want to introduce you guys. Some of you already know him very, very well. Talking to attorney Shaka Johnson. Shaka, first of all, thank you for making time for us here on Philadelphia Live. We appreciate your insight.
You're most welcome. Thank you for having me.
So I know that you have been keeping up with this case as well. It's one of those things that's kind of tickling all of our brains because every detail that we learn, I keep saying, it feels like a horror novel or a movie. So
it does.
Today, we had this press conference where now they reveal these images, and I know you've worked in forensics before. So I guess my first question for you is, with this kind of information, these pictures, would this be considered a breakthrough in the case? What more could they try to look for to pin this on someone like Eugene Horsch?
Well, actually, it sounds like more than a breakthrough. It sounds like the case has taken a hard left.
Wow.
This case originally began with drugs and guns and illegal weapons and fake IDs and perpetrating imagery of federal agents. And it began one way. And then at some point during the course of the investigation, it's turned into a missing persons / homicide investigation. I think it was Commissioner Evers who indicated during the press conference, this is something like an issue of first impression for the Philadelphia Police Department, even with their learned homicide detectives. This is something out of a movie, it seems. You have an investigation that starts with one thing, and after they keep peeling back the layers and peeling back the layers, and then now you have a gentleman who lives in a house, and there's video that the police seem to think was taken in that house with what medical examiners and forensic pathologists are saying are dead bodies in those videos, or are likely dead bodies in those videos. And so this has taken a hard left, and I applaud the police department for reaching out to their federal partners, realizing that this is a very tall task, and they're going to have to do a collaborative effort with some of their law enforcement brothers and sister agencies.
So when you worked in forensics, you'd get out to a scene like this one. They got out to the home, and I think the first thing they did was dig up the yard. Um, if you could put yourself in their shoes, what kind of stuff would you be looking for? What would help you in your investigation?
Well, you have to think about what they're doing now, right? They're looking in the plumbing. That is, you have to, if a body was at this particular property at 417 True Avenue, what we know is it had to be disposed of in some form or fashion. It's a little too easy to see cremains sitting in urns and say, well, maybe those are the people we're looking for. That's a little bit easy. And so I heard Commissioner Evers say that they're looking in the plumbing, they're checking the plumbing traps. There is a questionable liquid
Can you
there,
pause it?
corrosive material that they're having tested. That
Wasn't there like a it's weird they're looking in the plumbing, but it wasn't there a British serial killer that got caught because he kept trying to put the people in the plumbing?
I don't know anything about that.
He
I'm
was like,
I'm not aware, but that, I mean, like, you would think if he's trying to like wash stuff down the drain or flush stuff down the toilet, then it would end up in like a trap somewhere.
well, it says like, when you mentioned there were urns, I was like, that doesn't have anything to do with this. That's sensational. And the reason I say that is because one, it's expensive to have
Yeah.
someone professionally cremated. And if you're like, this person who feels that these women were disposable to get rid of them, I don't think you're going to spend the money on disposing of them.
Well,
And-
and someone would know if that's involving other people, right? That they're not just going to
Yeah.
cremate someone without asking questions. They're going to be like,
It sounds like other people knew about this stuff. Like the guy ran his mouth about stuff.
well, so the charges that he's been picked up on, he hasn't been charged with murder yet. He's been charged with, he was with somebody who had the ID of a missing person on them.
Yeah.
And he had like weapons, I believe. So he's being held on weapons charges, but they haven't charged him with anything new.
Meanwhile, these women have been missing for a long time. So was it their ID or was it a fake ID with their name?
No, it was a different person altogether, I'm pretty sure. A different missing person. Her last name is Tonazelli, I believe.
Right. Oh, so not the two you mentioned.
No, not the two that they're talking about. They think they found pictures of deceased. It's a completely different person.
How do they know that it's them, those two missing women? Because it looks kind of like them.
Yeah,
or-
they're saying they've been identified on the videos or in the images.
but
I've seen their family identified them. They don't say; they just say that they've been identified, and that if the pictures haven't been altered, that they would likely be deceased.
Yeah, but how do you identify them? Do you just like take all the missing women in Philadelphia, call their families in? Do any of these women look familiar to you?
I don't know.
Yeah, I need more information because this doesn't really make sense.
They haven't
Yeah.
released a lot of information. All they've said that this is still an ongoing investigation. They haven't gotten through all of the digital stuff they found so far. So this is like really early news on the forensic side.
Interesting. Okay, you can play it.
that's significant because if the bodies are not able to be discovered, you have to begin to wonder then how were they disposed of? These are all questions that have to be answered, and they don't have to be answered in any particular order. You just have to get the answer to these questions, and a thorough investigation will start to unpack that for you.
And let me ask you this, because I asked you over the phone when we were trying to determine where we would take this interview. So one of the things that I was really interested in is you find photos, but you don't find a person, you don't find a body. So how
Right.
do you link the two so that you can further the investigation?
Well, think about it. These people, these women, were not missing for a little bit of time. I believe the commissioner said one was missing since 2018, and I think the other since 2012. So these are not missing persons who have been going for a little bit of time. So when you factor in how long that these women have been missing, have not contacted their loved ones, haven't spoken to their family, haven't surfaced anywhere, they've left no digital footprint anywhere, and we live in a digital world. They have been off the grid for a very long time. To see them in a video that if it has not been altered, they appear to be deceased, I think that is absolutely a step toward probable cause for a warrant for arrest of Mr. Horsch. Now, I think it's
Were
also
they in a
critical
wait?
that
Were they in a
Mr. Horsch
video?
has been
He said when you see them in the video, so they're in the same video.
I believe so. Yeah,
Oh wow, okay.
that's the way they phrased it in the articles. But they don't really go into detail about like they're not showing the video, obviously, and they don't go
No.
into detail about like the context of the video, like what kind of video it was that they were seeing him. They just said that they have footage or images, and I'm not sure which they were seeing in, if it was a video or an image.
If this
they-
guy goes to trial, this would be sensational, but Pennsylvania doesn't allow cameras in courtrooms.
Yeah, yeah. He's a nice looking guy too,
Who is?
Eugene Horsch.
Oh, okay. Play it. I mean, play the rest of the video.
living at this property for a very, very long time. Prior to him, his father lived at that property until his recent passing just last year in
Oh, God.
2025. And so it's not a situation where someone else
Pause
lived there.
it.
This is a rental unit. This is somewhere.
All right. Do a Google image search of Albert Fish.
Okay.
Because I'm not visual, as you know, but he meets my description criteria of Albert Fish. So I want you to look at him and see if they look alike.
I mean, they kind of look alike. Do you want to see?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Yeah. All right, hold on. Old Albert.
Albert Fish was wild, man.
There you go.
Not in a good way. Hold on, let me. Oh, you're adding it. Okay. Oh, it's thinking. It's spinning.
It's up on my end.
Yeah, you take it off and put it back on. There's other pictures of him. Where
That's
he
not
looks-
that's not the picture you're thinking of.
No.
Oh well. But that's what's going on with Eugene Horsch.
Okay. That's crazy.
Yeah. More to come. I'm sure this will turn into this. The thing is, there's so much evidence they have to go through that this could be like Max Hewerman, where it's like more and more people get found that have been missing. Or he's responsible for more and more people missing.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's still early on. I definitely want to follow this as it progresses because it sounds crazy, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's interesting, Chris. Thanks for looking all that up today.
Yep.